Your most eminent Levites, zonal leaders of Yahudim, your high eminent Levites, regional, sessional, divine, communion, firm, home, and the 10th synagogue leaders of Yahudim here present, media professionals and other protocol here, gentlemen and ladies, on behalf of Yahudim, once again, welcoming you all to this historic press conference, this day, 18th of December 2022. It is with great, profound gratitude to Yah, who has brought Yahudim this far, with the help of Prof. Gregory Ikechukwu Ibe of the ABGA governorship candidates for Abia State, for identifying with Yahudim, mostly at a time like this, that Yahudim was frustrated by the Imo State government concerning our proposed 5 years anniversary in the state. And today mark a very remarkable landmark to Yahudim, and they shall ever remain memorial to all creatures from generation to generation. However, it is important to remind every creature that today begins every creature's journey to the promised land. And I also want to use this opportunity to announce to the general public that the Yahudim adversary and the fundraising event proposed to be held today on 18th December 2022 at Hero Square, Owerri, Imo State, by 10 a.m. has been shifted to 27th December 2022 at open field of former Easy Gates Market, opposite choice fast food by Opera Square, Umuahia, Abia State, by 10 a.m. But before taking us to where and what brought us here for history purpose, please permit me to present Yahudim once again to you. However, Yahudim is a religious body that comprises of all groups, councils, committees, associations, denominations, etc., that recognize Saturday and therein choosing as appropriate day for worshiping their Creator as Shabbat day, with estimated population of uncaptured 60 million people into the Nigeria population as followers, for which legalized in Nigeria on 27th of December 2017, and to commemorate the day, we decided to combine the shifted anniversary fundraising for Yahudim City of Dalet project and the laying of City of Synagogue Foundation on that 27th day of December 2022, through which City of Synagogue shall officially be commissioned and flag off at the venue. And we humbly use this opportunity to invite general public to the event. However, it might interest you to know that this population of Yahudim in Nigeria were wangling and dying in abject poverty daily, despite government and private sectors' frustrations, isolations, deprivations, exclusions, and the negligence against the Yahudim scholars in Nigeria by way of policies and programs that deliberately disenfranchising us of our fundamental human rights, to the extent that the 60 millions of Yahudim scholars were not among the said 200 millions of the Nigeria population due to non-inclusive policy that excluded Yahudim scholars, thereby deprive us freedom of worship, speech, movement, and from the budget of our mother's land, treating us like an outcast on the land, whereas the Nigeria Constitution 1999 as amended permitted her citizens freedom of worship, speech, and movement. But to Yahudim scholars, reverse is the case. For instance, Islamic scholars do worship on Fridays, while Yahudim scholars worship on Saturdays, and the Christianity worship on Sundays, respectively. But among all other days of religious worship, it is only the Shabbat day of the Yahudim religion were chosen by the government using for her activities, etc. Example: election, census, cleanup, convocations, exams, among others, luring the entire society into mesmerizing of the holy day with various personal activities on the land, deliberately disenfranchising the entire Yahudim scholars across the country for not just cause, despite all manner of inhuman treatments against the entire Yahudim scholars across the states of the Federation, including Abuja FCT, by way of government policy, stopping and depriving Yahudim faithful from worshiping our Creator, Yah, by molesting, arresting, beating, humiliating, embarrassing, and detaining Yahudimas in various states of the country, and even at times charged, prosecuted, and jailed in Nigeria for being arrested on their way to service on the Shabbat day that were set aside from other days, consecrated, hallowed, and made holy for Yahweh, by Yahweh, for worshiping Him, given to man. And one may ask, why is he, Yahudim, so grossly and passionately hated in Nigeria? I mean, if Yahudim can be communicated of what her offense against either the government or the land are, that resulted to this level of hatred, rejection, and excommunication of Yahudim religion and her scholars on the land. Whereas solutions to the entire problems of the world, including Nigeria and the Nigerians, is in the hands of Yahudim. And to prove that to the entire world through Nigeria, and mostly importantly to also prove why Yahudim were brought to humanity by Yahweh. Yahweh instructed the Mr. President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Alhaji Muhammadu Buhari, through I, Cohen Gadol of Yahudim religion, to summon all religious and spiritualist leaders, including Yahudim, on the land of Nigeria in an open place, and salute them with a task to solve all the worrisome issues deviling Nigeria and her citizens, including insecurity, banditry, Boko Haram, kidnapping, robbery, killings, cultisms, communion crises, natural disaster, virus, agitation among others on the land in 6 days with a view to better the land and the lives of her citizens, and above all, to restore peace, love, progress, and unity. Meanwhile, the message titled Solution Message was given to me, Yahudim leader, by Yahweh in 2007, and since then, we have not relented reaching out to the leaders of this country with a view to save not only the land, but her citizens and properties across the board, respectively. But none of these past leaders was able to obey Yahweh's instructions to save the land, because the solution message was given to former President Chief Olusegun Obasanjo in 2007, late President Alhaji Musa Yar'Adua in 2009, while former President Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan in 2012, and was given to Mr. President Alhaji Muhammadu Buhari in 2016. And we reminded his government of the message through the office of the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, in 2018, which, with a view to convince the President to see reasons and a call for the meeting to save the land and her appurtenance, for which Mr. Vice President replied through the office of Aso Villa Chaplain, Pastor Sheyi Malomo, on the 14th of November 2021 via text message. I quote, "Letter is seen. Money Cohen, I should have called you, sir. The request was not approved. As a church leader, I advise you should summon other religious leaders in your capacity without government involvement. Nigerians will be the ultimate beneficiary. Bless you, sir." End of the quote. And besides, and despite the Vice President, the solution message have almost reached all the prominent leaders and the stakeholders of this country, including some state governors, media professionals, politicians, social media, and the general public, with a view to join force with Yahudim to call on the federal government to do as directed by Yahweh to solve the problems ravaging Nigeria and her citizens, respectively, irrespective of religion, tribe, ethnic, language, culture, interest, or political differences. Whereas an assurance was given to the federal government of Nigeria by me, Cohen Gadol, that should government call for the meeting and did not achieve her aim, that include permanent peace, stability, unity, progress, among others, for the nation through the meeting within 6 days, that I, Cohen Gadol Nabbinuh Mosheh, YCLBYFL, should be arrested, charged, and be prosecuted to be punished accordingly. But yet, the leaders decided to ignore the message, rather sit back, watching the citizens' lives and property being wasted daily. And the inabilities of these leaders to take the bull by the horn has kept this country where it is today, and the blood of the innocent people crying daily on the land of every country in the world has sounded like shofar to the ears of the Most High, Yahweh, and has invoked him once again to rescue the world, starting from Nigeria, via Africa, to the rest of the continent and in the world. And that is the main reason why we are here today. The Creator Yahweh brought us here to reiterate his call of rescuing this nation on Mr. President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, to summon all religious and spiritualist leaders, including Yahudim, within 6 days from today, 18th of December 2022 in Roman calendar month, and they salute them with a task to solve all devolving issues ravaging Nigeria within the 6 days. And if any of the groups wish to invite anybody or group of people from outside Nigeria to assist in solving the problems for Nigeria, the group should be allowed to do so within the specified time given to the group to exercise their spiritual power. However, the 6 days were designated for spiritual tasks to heal the land, and they shall not be used for politics or wherever personal interest to avoid the wrath of Yahweh. And the failure to obey these instructions within these 6 days from now shall attract the anger of Yahweh against the federal government and her leadership. Till further notice. Thanks, and may Yahweh bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Signed, Cohen Gadol Nabbinuh Mosheh. Shalom Aleichem, in Yeshua's name. Okay. Yahudim is a third religion in Nigeria. Before now, it is only two major religions in Nigeria: Islamic and Christianity. Then Yahudim all was stated. Yahudim now happen to be the third major religion in Nigeria, and the Yahudim were put together by all denomination councils and every religious body that worship on Saturdays. And Yahudim have not been recognized, and Yahudim have been so highly isolated in Nigeria, recognizing only two religions in Nigeria, Islamic and Christianity. Now, Yahweh promising to solve all the problems, and he preferred the solution through Yahudim. You know that before now, Yahudim don't participate in an election. Yahudim might sound as new name to the listeners or people out there. Yahudim simply means Yahudah. That is in the Bible as a covenant between the Creator Yahweh and the man. Now, we have not been participating in an election before now because of negligence and isolation of government against the Yahudim and her scholars across the federation. But we have instructed and we are out to participate in an election, but looking forward to have an agreement with government as to regards to changing of the holy day, Shabbat day, for cleanup, using it for cleanup, census and the rest of it that have been over the decades disenfranchising Yahudims. Like other religion in Nigeria, Christians cannot close their worshiping centers on Sunday that they are going for voting or any other thing as regards to that. Islamic cannot close down their mosque on Fridays that they are going for voting, and it is only Yahudimas that government are forcing to do that, that on Saturdays, that is their worshiping day, they should close down their synagogue across the nation to go and they vote, which have shut us out of participating in anything that government does that has to do on Shabbat day. And that was the reason why that the population, these populations of Yahudim are not included in the population of Nigeria. Nigeria is saying that there are 200 million. Then, why Yahudim, as of 2010, is 46 million plus, are not included. And as of today, is estimated to be 60 million. And this 60 million is not included. It's not among Nigeria